Everyone can see me. Can everyone hear me? Go ahead and put in the chat. If I sound okay. Just grab a little water. How's everyone doing? Where's everybody from? Hey Brian, what's up, man? I seen your message about my back. I'm actually much better. It's still a little sore in the morning, but nothing like it used to be. It was allergy medicine. So, hey Tristan, how are you, man? I'm sorry for all of the sun behind me. If I can, it just makes it worse. Tip it this way. Yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm not gonna complain. I'm in Wisconsin, and it's like 50 out today. Yesterday was 75 and tornadoes. Randy, what's up, man? Me and Randy have a show on Craig Campbell's channel. We talk about AI and other topics on Monday at 11 o'clock Central Time, I think it is. So every Monday, pop over to Craig Campbell's show, and you'll see me, Randy, and Craig talking about AI. Hey, Dan, what's up, man? How you doing? We got two Dans in here, Dan Vols and Dan Downey. Hey, Brian. We got, I can't even pronounce your name. I'm not going to try. So someone from Austin, Texas. Hey, Mark. Man, I haven't talked to you and seen you in a while. Dude, did you see the competition that Charles Float is doing with, what is it called? Cupa? He sent an email out. I'm going to enter the AI competition. It starts, I think, on March 10th. So if anyone wants to know what that is, head over to Charles Float's Twitter, and he has information about that. Mark, I don't have a subscription yet, so I'm going to have to get a subscription to it. SEO Jesus is, I think his name is it Stewart? Maybe it's not Stewart. It's something with an S. I watch his channel all the time. Good channel, good up-and-coming dude. Check it out. Yeah, Mark, we'll talk about the subscription. Cool. Is it right, Stuart? Is it? I don't think that's right. I thought it was S. I'm gonna look. Oh yeah, Stuart Victors. That is right. Good channel to watch. Up and coming. Covers a lot of good content. So, all right. So, Tyler from Georgia, what's up, man? All right. So I might be having Brian Cato come on. He was talking about it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it in. Probably just do maybe like 30 minutes. Just pop in quick, let you guys know what we're working on and what you guys can expect. All right, so as many of you guys know, I sort of have left the SEO, traditional SEO black hat space for social media. I did that, started doing last year in March, and I went full time on it in maybe in August. I got rid of all my servers. I dropped every single server I have except for now 2 servers. One, they both are for VAs for AI project. One person is doing my scheduling, and the other person is doing a bunch of Etsy projects and KDP, which we're doing with AI. But beyond that, we're doing a lot of social media stuff with video. So everyone knows that I had the Google News Network, and that was with websites, and you have to pay for websites. You have to pay $12 to the website, or if you got them on sale, you could get them for a penny, or you get them for $5. So what I did is I ended up buying thousands of domains, and I've paid the renewals on them for a couple years. And a lot of people have pretty much used and abused posting on the network. That's kind of what it was more or less meant for, the blog network, to post and to get things indexed. When it was in Google News, it was indexing it like crazy. When it's not, it doesn't always index, but as long as Google come and read it, then it's fine, which is still the case today. It still comes and reads it. But I sort of wanted to take that concept and put it into a social media concept. So what we have built for you, and I don't think that anyone else has this, is we built a social media network that you guys will be able to use and to post on, but you're not actually posting on them. We have a team that will post them. So we have a team that will create the video for you. We'll create the video. Sorry, we'll do all of the posts for you. So currently it is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Pin. With that said, we want to add Twitter, Reddit, and LinkedIn, and maybe Medium. That's something maybe that is going to be down the road. With Facebook, that had their API is going away from groups, and right now we're posting to Facebook pages. That might change a little bit, and we might not be posting on Facebook and Instagram. We might switch and put in something like Twitter and LinkedIn there. We'll have to decide that in the next 30 days. But at any case, you're going to get at least 5 social posts, and we're going to have slots, right? So let me show you. Let me just show you a couple of channels that I built. It was in the very beginning, so there's like no traffic on them, but then you guys can kind of see what it looks like. So I'm going to share the screen. Okay, so share the audio. And add it. Okay, so this one, you guys should be able to see my screen. This one was specifically made for Amazon stores. So if you have an Amazon influencer account, we have accounts that you can post your Amazon influencer videos and get traffic that way. So basically, in this case, you would have to create the video for me, and then I would just post the video on there. So I'm just showing you guys examples of what we're doing with social media, but this really is the whole thing, is that it's a local project and it can be a nationwide project. So we built this when we were messing around. I think the last post was like, say in here, pause that. It doesn't say on there, but I think the last, actually we'll say there. Yeah, November 21st was the last post on this account. So we put this together when we were talking about this with Randy, and to see if he thought it was a good idea, and if people would understand the concept. So basically, we have these type of channels. So we have channels like for Florida, for Texas, for Los Angeles, for Sacramento, for Austin, for Houston, for Milwaukee. So we have around 50 channels. If you think about, like, okay, the news network, we had the state channels and we had the city channels. It's the same concept. We're doing this for social media. So we have state channels and we have city channels. So if you want to rank in Cleveland, the best way to get referral traffic from Cleveland, and from, say that you have a client in Ohio and you want to have content on a channel, social media channel that's from Ohio, we would post on those Ohio channels or Cleveland channels. Does that make sense to you guys? There's only going to be 5 slots for each site or each social media, like, I don't know how we say this, package, I guess we would say. So there would only be 5 spots for Cleveland for the month. There's only 5 spots for New York for the month. There's only 5 spots for Austin for the month. Does that make sense to you guys? So it's really about referral traffic from the location. that you're trying to rank in. You can post citations. You can post backlinks. You can post inner pages. If you have a mass page site, we can get all of those, URLs and link to those. Does that make sense to you guys? So again, it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Pin and Facebook. So this one is just, it's just a starter to see if people would be interested in it, basically. So people are going to ask some traffic stats. So this is in 60 days. We've had 42,000 views. Don't pay attention really so much to the profile, like the profile and the comments and that type of stuff. It's more about the video views. And if you can see like a drop in traffic, that's because that's filters with TikTok. So we've had to work on figuring out what their filters are and the high-low, like understanding when they can see a bot and when they can't see a bot. And you can see over here, starting February 24th, we only got 200 a day. And that's because we weren't posting. We stopped posting around February 24th, and we started posting again on yesterday to see if it would hurt the accounts. So this is just one account that I want to show you. It's the same thing with this one. This has got 52,000. This is an affiliate, make money online type of thing, business marketing. And so this one actually, has gotten a decent amount of traffic to the guy's website. So you're not going to see, I mean, we do put profile links in there, but the profile links isn't the links that you guys would get. The links that you guys would get. So if we click on Pin, I should make sure you guys are seeing this. Yeah, okay, you are. So if we click on this one, pause that. If we scroll down, you can see that the link is right there, is 38 digital marketing. And then we can put some kind of blurb in here. Go to our website, blah, 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 with a link if we want to. But really, that's the link there. So in this one, we made this one specifically for Randy. So we just put it in there. But ideally, if you click on it, you're going to have a link right here. Go to digital, 38 digital marketing. We would just put a link in there. It's not going to be clickable, but it doesn't need to be clickable. It just needs to have a link in there. Same way with TikTok. You guys get the point. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Do you guys understand what this is? So pricing wise, let me stop sharing and bring this back up. Pricing wise is what we're planning on doing is that each slot is $100 a month, and we're not going to take month to month spots. We're going to only take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and a year. And the years are going to get, we're going to try to do a double up on the year. So for the year, it would be $1,200. And instead of one post every day, you're going to get 2 posts every day. But it's just for, so let's use Randy as an example. Randy just wants to post on the Cleveland network, which is 1 post every day. It's the same post on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Pin. So that's 1 post every day. We create the post. You just tell me where you want it to link to. So I don't know what the math is on it because I wasn't working on the math part of it, but it's $100 a month, and we need you to guarantee for $369 or a year. So if you stay with a year, instead of 1 post is 2, but there's only 5 slots. So Cleveland only has 5 slots. Austin only has 5 slots, and that doesn't open back up to another slot within at least 3 months because we want the people to stay with us. A, B, we don't want to have a turnover and people getting a hold of some of the accounts. So we want people, to stay with us. Any questions? Is that understanding? Is there any locations that you guys need to have? Because we can build them, and we're not planning on opening this until SEO spring training in Phoenix. So that is the first day that we'll open it up to take people. I don't have a list of cities yet, Tyler, just because we're still in the process of building some of them up. So they're going to be 30 days old in general, which is fine. We don't need to have them older than 30 days. We just have to get through the filters, and the filters take 30 days. So yeah, I can do Atlanta. I can do Georgia. What we actually did was just went to like the top 50 cities or in the US, and then we just built out that. LA, NYC, Miami, Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago. Yeah, we have all those, Randy. So we originally were making accounts for people and charging. So, and they would, after 3 months, they would have the full accounts. But it caused a little bit of an issue because people didn't know what to do with them after 30 days. So instead of that, we're just going to run the accounts, and we know how to post on them. And we build all the content for you. You just tell me where you want the linking to go to. So like everyone knows, citations sometimes are hard to get indexed, mass pages. So you can use the social media accounts to get them indexed. You just link out to them. We've done it repeatedly for a certain client, and his stuff is indexing nicely with the social media stuff. Does this sync with all social media accounts? Are there comments and likes? So remember I said I wasn't doing any servers or botcat stuff. This is purely organic. So all of the likes and all of the comments come in organically. We're not pushing any traffic. We're not pushing any ads. It's 100% pure organic. So people who are watching Cleveland, the Cleveland TikTok channels are actually from Cleveland or in the surrounding areas, I should say. Yeah, so it's not fake traffic. So it's an example. Let's say Randy put an order in for 3 months on the Cleveland channel. We would create all the content for the 3 months. We would post all the content. So it's one post a day, and that one post goes. That one post goes to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Pin, and YouTube. So it's the same post. It's just across the whole platform. Are you sure, Dan? So Dan was we'll show Dan's account. Dan was one of our, I think he was our first person who we signed up originally. And this is his channel. So if we click on, oh, that's not Dan's channel, that's numerology. Oh, that's because it's me. All right, so click on Dan, and you can see that he has a lot of videos. So these are the videos that we created for him. And if you go to Instagram and do, oh, you know what? I'm not sharing that on my screen, am I? Nope, I'm not. There we go. Okay, so again, let me do that again. So this is Dan's Sacramento channel, and you can see that these are all videos that we created for him. We created the thumbnails So these same videos go across the 5 platforms. So let me see if I can find I don't think that's the channel. That is not the channel, but it looks like the channel. I could bring up the accounts, but I don't really want to. Oh, here's one. So this is one of the Sacramento channels. So against these same videos go across pin, which are the same videos, which then would go across the YouTube channel and so on. It's the same exact video. And there's a schedule of how many videos go out a day and such like that. Everyone understand? Hey, Brian, what's up, man?
Hey, there we go. Unmuted. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Perhaps.
My audio's off. Just one sec. Sorry. Okay. All
right. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry about that.
All good, yeah. all good, all good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Awesome. Yeah, just keeping an eye on the on what you're doing here. This is really cool.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had everyone good on that. Okay, so let me click back so we can share more ad. So another thing that is interesting is we have a large quotes channel, and I actually put them on my own YouTube account to see how it would do. And this is a big thing for SEO people, that they need to know who their traffic is and their interests. So this was the original one was Taylor Swift, Would You Rathers versus Travis Kelce. And we only got 47 views, but as a short, we got just under 2,700. So this is something else that we're doing with social media, is we're doing a bunch of quiz channels. We're not offering that yet to you guys, just because it takes a lot of time to build them. But eventually, I think it's something that we will, if people would be interested. But yeah, I mean, it's very simple. I mean, Brian is on board. We have a few people on board that we actually have built the channels for, and we're going to hand them over after 3 months. But again, there was some issues with people not knowing what to do with accounts after 3 months. Like maybe they didn't know how to get shout outs, things like that, to try to make sure that they got the money back. So a way to be around that is we're just going to post it. We're going to use our own accounts, and it's $100 a month, but you have to sign up for 3, 6, 9, or 12 months. And we take care of everything for you, which is a way better deal. So yeah, anyone have any questions? The videos, I'm going to show you sort of just a sneak peek about how we're creating the videos. They're not sexy videos by any means, but we all know who Chad Lawson is. So he made this tool, and I can pick OpenAI, and then I can choose AI. I put the prompt in there. I click the voice. I do the aspect ratio and a couple other hidden options in there, and then it creates the videos automatically for me. I go click, 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 click. That's how we're doing the videos. So we don't care like if the video is sexy or not. I totally didn't show that. God darn it. Let's try that again. All right. So here is the site that we're building the videos for. So I just click on AI. We put in there whatever we want the video to say or to pull the prompt. Then we use 11 Labs or whoever I'm using at that point, the aspect ratios, the languages. So we can do Spanish, we can do German, we can do whatever language you want. And then it makes it for me. And then I just go click, 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 and download it. And then I have a scheduling, and then I schedule it out. So it's as simple as that. So yeah, Greg's seen some videos actually in person, I think at the Forge Mastermind. So we're starting that on, I think it's April 4th, maybe it is. It's a Wednesday. When we're at spring training, I'll send an email out saying that we're going to open up slots. And there's only 5 slots, and I can't open up to more slots because of like specifically Instagram's filters. We can't have a certain amount of posts every day, so we have to stay under that filter. So we can only open up 5 spots per channel. So the channel that is Cleveland, like for the one that we showed Randy, it's 5 slots for basically for 3 months at $100 a month. That's $300, and you just give me a list of the URLs. I don't need anything else from you. That's all I need. I just need a list of the URLs that you want the traffic to go to. We go build it, we schedule it, and if, we'll send you a report and say, hey, these are what is posting. That's a pretty good deal for $300 a month. Don't you think, Brian? Like, seriously.
Yeah, no, I think, let me unmute again. There we go. Unmuted again. No, I think that's actually a fantastic deal. I know that I've actually been a part of the program. I didn't make it into the initial beta round, but I got in on the second one when you opened that back up. Yeah. I was like, shit, man, I have to be in on this one. And yeah, it's a hell of a deal. So.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to continue with what we were doing, where we build the accounts and then we give them to you. But I think maybe if we have interest, we can still do it side by side. But I think a lot, like, to be able to sell shout outs, like Randy understands it, right? That you can go to your client and say, hey, we'll give you 30 shout outs for $250 a month, right? Mm-hmm. And that pays for your 3 months, just offering it for them for a month, basically. And all we're doing is linking. We're linking to your citations. We're linking to your pages. We're linking to whatever you want. You can have your logo on the video if that's what you want. We have like some restrictions, but not that many restrictions for the video wise.
And just one other thing I would add to a point that you made earlier is I see this a lot with productized services, kind of like if you were to go and say buy like the service that you're offering, or go and buy, I don't know, a done for you gig on, another platform. The issue that I tend to see with a lot of that is exactly what you described. Like if someone were to go and purchase like a syndication network or an IFTTT, right? People get these things back and then it's like, well, what the hell do we do with it now?
Right.
And that, for a lot of people, that tends to be confusing. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I personally went to you, because it's like, look, you're already in the trenches. You know what's working and what's not on TikTok. At a foundational level, yeah, I understand exactly, what's going on, but I don't need to be much more involved than that. Like you're
right,
in
and
there,
it's
you're
time
figuring it out,
consuming.
you do it. Yeah.
It's time consuming to find where the filters are. And once you understand the filters, and it changes every month. So we know after some amount of weeks that we're going to expect this much in traffic. And then after the 3rd month, we're going to expect this much in traffic. So that's why we want you to stay with us for the 3 months, because, in those 3 months, you might be like, well, I'm not getting a heck of a lot of views and stuff. Well, because it does take 3 months to hit a certain threshold where we're going to have more traffic. And if you stay with us for the year, it's going to, it could get 5,000 people a day on those channels, and it could only get 250 people. That's the chance you do take, but we have not seen that. But it's
right.
It's the same thing with website. It happens. The nice thing with this is that you don't have to create the content, that we create it for you.
Totally.
You don't have to learn all of these things, and you don't have to log into Instagram every couple hours and post and learn how pin is like in a crazy amount of traffic. It's like pin is like it's a hidden thing that no one uses in the SEO world. I swear, it's amazing. If you understand it, it's amazing. So
Giving away trade secrets there, Holly.
Yeah, I know.
Trade secrets.
Try not to. Yeah, right. Yeah. So old school football. It's not $300 per month. It's $100 a month, and you have to sign up for 3 months. So it's 300. You know, unless you were talking about your clients and they don't want to charge you. You don't want to charge them $250 for 30 days of social media. So just to tell you this too, I went to some social media agencies and I asked them to give me quotes for 3 months of daily content. First off, they wouldn't give me daily content. They would only give me one post a week. Or I did find a couple that would do 3 posts a week. And those were like 2,500 for one platform.
Yep.
And we're not talking one platform, we're talking 5 platforms. So let me see if I can do this in my math, how many videos we're going to be giving you guys. It's a crazy amount. So it's 150 videos a month times 3. So it's 450 videos for over the 3 months. It's like a little over $1 a video, basically.
Yeah.
Like you can't sell that to a business and say, hey, we're going to do some social media. That's, it's pretty easy sale.
Well, just wrap it up into the cost of what you're working with the client on, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that for a lot of people, if you're going to be offering additional stuff, heck, even offer it, at a discounted rate to a client, but, still have your markup in there. And then all they're doing is, if you're charging $100 a month, we'll say $300, every 3 months.
Yeah.
Talk to the client, wrap it up into the cost of their, wrap it up to the cost of their marketing and say, hey, even if it's not a 2x markup where you're charging the client $600 a month, charge them $450, sit back, collect $150 and hand this off to Holly.
Right.
That's, you're printing money at that point. And it's nothing that you have to do other than filling out a form. I mean, I'd gladly fill out a form for $150 worth of, in my bank account, and I don't have to touch it beyond that.
Yeah.
That's easy money in my opinion.
The prices are crazy. When I first was putting this together, I wanted to make it affordable that everyone could do it and understand this is something that in the SEO space we are not doing. We talk about links, we talk about backlinks, we talk about sheets, we talk about that type of stuff, but no one really talks about social media. And I can fill the social media for you because we've been doing this now for for well over 6 months. So we know the ins and outs and we have it automated as much as we can. There is still, I personally touch every single video. Yeah. I personally today alone touched over 600 videos that I opened and watched. So I'm the one who's doing the quality content because we're making them with AI. And if, there's certain images that we'll get through that we don't want to have show up. And so we have to kill that video and then just create a new video. So I have to, I'm physically touching every single video.
And to your point, Holly, the thing is you're not saying don't do the link building. I mean, social signals are an incredible, they're an incredible signal to actually help boost and move your brand. I mean, this is something that, I just got back from SEO at the beach, and this is something that we actually talked about quite extensively out there was, this is as you mentioned, this is a signal that is often overlooked when it comes to what SEOs traditionally do. But if you take your link building, if you take all of these other things, layer in your social properties, link building shouldn't just be going to your primary site or your tiers or any of that. As a part of when if we're talking tiers and we're considering that kind of a structure, your social channels or social signals should be included in that. I'm not sure how many people are building to their own Pinterest page or to their Twitter page or any of that, but those are massive signals. They help out with your authority. They help out with trust signals. There's a lot of other benefits to that. And if you're, with what you're doing, we can get additional signals into a website. And then it just comes down to me, as a link builder or as someone doing traffic into my site, I build links into your links or build traffic into the traffic you're sending or include that in things like Randy's press releases or, any of that. And it's just one more signal that we can provide. And this one, to be honest, social is one of those ones that you can get very aggressive with.
Yeah.
That's the name of social, right?
Right. Like let's use an example of pin. You can actually do around like 40 to 50 pins every single day on your account. But you have to be able to, you have to work up to that spot. You can't come out the gates and do 40 in a day. And once you get your pin channel, like for Amazon influencer, once that channel gets traffic and you're posting, like it's crazy amount of traffic that you have coming in. And you can use it for reputation management. You have somebody who's dinking around with you, we'll make a Reddit account for you and we'll do a Texas Reddit account and we'll just post on that for Reddit and for Twitter and stuff like that. So I'm definitely open to adding different channels on there than what we have. That's fine because we already have the scheduling system made. We just have to open the accounts. And once we find the filters, then we're good to go. It's just the filters is usually like, because we're not black hatting it, we're not doing it with. No, I did try. I'm not gonna. I did try. I bought some followers and some likes, and I wanted to see if it did anything different. Like it would give me extra traffic or something. It gave me maybe a few. I did it on a KDP account, and it did give me some extra sales, but I don't think it was, like I ended up spending $2 or something like that. It wasn't worth it to me because we wanted to build it organically and we want to use it for, we want you guys to use it. We want you guys to, because when you go to conferences, nobody's talking about, everyone's talking about indexing or everyone's talking about backlinks. Well, these are still backlinks that you're not building. Yeah. And you're not building them because you don't know how to, or because you don't have someone to do it for you, or because it's not a part of your business. And it should be, because everyone has one of these. Everyone has I shouldn't say everyone has a TikTok channel, but people are watching TikTok at all hours of the day, or watching Instagram, looking at Pin, looking at Instagram, looking at Twitter, reading Reddit. Everyone has a cell phone. And in today's age, everyone is it's a big traffic for your cell phone. So why not create them?
Totally. And just to be clear on what the variety of things that you can do with social is, just like backlinks, you can tier these, right?
Yeah.
You could potentially tier out the shout outs that you're giving to the primary band or brand, and then tier that out. And so you have a secondary shout out that gives the shout out a shout out, right?
Yeah.
You can apply the same concepts that we've been applying to SEO to social. And the thing is it with social, again, like you can get a ton of traffic there. It's a ton of other signals. And it's all like, you don't have to worry about a lot of the same things that are a concern when it comes to, are you going too fast, too aggressively, things like that.
Right.
Like,
and you don't have the Google update issues that you have. I mean, you definitely have filters, but once you understand what the filters are, the filters generally don't change. YouTube has always, I should say always, but since I've been in it, it's about engagements. So there's two ways, right, to cause engagements: is create the content or bring the traffic. We're shoving the content up these platforms' ass. And it doesn't have to be special, awesome content. It's about having the content on there. Once you have the content, once you have the referral traffic, once you have the people looking at it, then you can build better quality videos if you want to. We don't need to. We just have a link on the channel or the post, and people will click into them. So we're fine that way. And we're using it for indexing and stuff like that. So we're not just using it for traffic, right?
Yeah. There are a couple other questions that I'd seen in the chat here too, Ollie.
Oh,
okay. Would this work for a radio station?
That's interesting. So I don't know why it would not work for a radio station, because we are doing it for podcasts. Um, we're just ripping out the podcast and putting it into the video, and using, you can use Runaway or something like that. So I would think that it works for a radio station. Um, what I would, if it was me and it was a radio station, I would say the radio station was in Cleveland. I would post then on, Ohio and Cleveland, because you want the location based accounts for those. So I can't say. I mean, in all reality, is that it's a test of $300. It's $1 a video, basically. Why would you not just try it? If they don't like it, at least you're indexing links and you're doing it for reputation management. So,
Yep.
um,
And then what about lead gen, PPL, GMBs?
yeah. So I actually have a guy who is posting the same videos that you guys seen, the Cleveland and Sacramento. He's posting those on his GMB. So, we actually give you a drive with all the videos. So not only are we creating them for you, you actually own these videos too. So you can do whatever you want to do with the videos. They're totally created, audio and everything. He's actually putting them on his GMB. So yeah, PPL is perfect for these. PPL and local is perfect for these type of things for sure.
Yeah.
For ecom, so we do have the ecoms that we are doing is more geared towards Amazon, and it's working well because you kind of already have a warm buyer, right? Because if someone's on TikTok and saying they're watching a video about makeup, they're already kind of interested in there, and then they can just click over to your Amazon store. So it is a warm buyer for that. There's, yeah, for Amazon, it works really, really good. We are building, it's not an econ for you, Brian, but it is a product type of a thing. So Brian might have some more results in the next 4 or 5 months to say about ecom. Mostly what we have built so far is local affiliate marketing, money making ones, web design, SEO, that type of stuff. You could do it for wines. You can do it for anything. We just have to be able to find the content. And that is part of the onboarding, is that if I can't find the content, then we won't take you on. And it takes me 2 minutes to find out if we can find the content.
That's one of the things you and I did during the onboarding that I'd done with you, is we went through some really simple things, and I was really surprised that even if we couldn't find the exact kind of content,
Yeah.
because we had one that remember it was a little bit in a it was in the cannabis
Yeah.
kind of niche, and we're like, we knew that TikTok we weren't able to post some stuff on that, but we were able to find some other angles to it that we were still we would still be able to potentially use that kind of a thing. So I think a lot of it also comes down to being creative and really kind of thinking through, like, okay, so these are the limitations of these social platforms, right? But even in general, I mean, we looked at a variety of other market verticals as well, right? You and I looked at things like beer. We'd looked at supplements, which
we had to take a different angle with some of them. Yeah. So you could so let's say that you had one with HVAC. You would think that people aren't watching TikTok on HVAC, but actually I was at a conference in early February, I think it was. It was a private conference with maybe only 20 people, and they were talking about their client, their HVAC client was getting lead calls from TikTok. So just because you think that you're not going to get traffic there, you easily could get traffic there. You just have to come at the angle is, the most important part. You have to mess around with some of the angles. It might take And it might take us a couple of weeks to get the right angle. But once we have the angle and once you're happy with it, then, we're good to go.
Yeah.
So I think it would be fine to fit most niches. And if it's not, then, we literally will know in 5 minutes. And that's okay. So it works out to be less than $1 a video, 450 videos. Yeah, so my math was off. It's, I don't know, whatever it is. Can you show us a home service video? I don't want to, Brian. When we do the onboarding, when we're ready to open it up in the 30 days, and you have an onboarding call, or at that time, I will probably have a couple accounts that I'll just make and throw up that I'm willing to share. The reason that I'm not showing the accounts, as many people know, is once I show something, it gets like banned or people attack it. So that's why we want you to be on a longer sub, is we're not, just going to give you guys the social media accounts. And then after 30 days, you're going to cancel and then something's going to get, that's not how we're doing it. We're being much safer with this. So it's 369, 12-month contract with us. So, because I think after, 3 months, you're not going to leave. We hope, for Dan, who exactly is this for, in your opinion? Local contractor trying to reach Houston and surrounding areas for more national reach, to say affiliate offers. So in my opinion, hi Lovey, what are you getting? What? Oh, you want chocolate? Okay. So you got me off my game now. She's getting chocolate. She said I can't have chocolate, but she's getting chocolate. Okay. So the best niches, in my opinion, is Amazon influencer products. Anything with product niches is good. Anything with home services that would like PPL or GMBs, any type of home services. Anything that say like you are a agency and you sell services, like Randy sells services to businesses in Ohio, is really good for, because we already have channels that, in Ohio, that you can say, hey, we will give you a shout out from local and statewide platforms. So it's really good for that. For affiliate stuff, we have done some affiliate stuff with ClickBank. I would, that works really good too. We've done stuff with finance. We've done stuff with gold and metal. We've done it's a lot of different niches. I don't think I've had anything completely bomb. I have to think. There are some that work better than others, I think. And I usually can, look at other people's videos and, kind of get an idea about that. Brian, they're not new accounts. So the newest that they will be, though, is 30 days. So they're not brand new accounts, but the ones, like, if you want to see one, I'll make a brand new account, like how I did Cleveland, and just throw up 7 videos. That way you can see it. But if you just look up Cleveland quotes or Sacramento quotes, you're going to see the same thing. So, yeah. To put a link on videos, most socials have rules and requirements. They do. Like, so TikTok, to make a clickable link, you have to, I think, have 10,000 followers. So the links that we make are not clickable. And it's actually okay for that, because we're not necessarily doing it for the click. The platforms and YouTube will read that. They'll see it as a naked link. And on the video themselves, we can put a link on and a logo, if that's something that you guys want. So I think Pin is the only one currently that is linkable. If we add in, Reddit, Medium, LinkedIn, or Twitter, that'll be linkable. But you know, like TikTok, Instagram, the profile just has a link, but we're not putting your link in the profile, we're putting your link in the video. It's like a shout out. We're giving you basically a shout out to your citation. We're giving you a shout out to an inner page. So if you don't know what a shout out is, just go to Instagram and start looking around, or TikTok, looking around at videos, and you'll see like a little, like if you click on the comments, that's where it's at, is in the comments. Any other questions?
Question from me a little
Yeah.
bit here, Holly. So with any of the content, are you guys, say on the TikTok ones, are you doing any of the remixed videos, or just kind of the AI generated, or generated quotes, and then you're kind of moving on from there? Or are you going back into those in any case and doing like a remix
We're
of any of
not
those
doing,
videos?
yeah, so we're not doing any remixes. So the way to make a channel go viral is to download other people's videos and basically remix them. We're not doing that because we have found that when you do that, sometimes that it kind of, it makes the content creator who created it a little cranky with you, and you'll get some takedown notices. And I've already
Yeah.
had issues with takedown notices.
Sure.
So that's why we are not doing that. We're building, it's a unique content for you.
Are we able to remix? I would assume that we're able to remix your content, though. Let's say I saw one of the videos that you've created
Yeah.
on the network. Am I able to then repurpose that and say, hey, check this, remix
Yeah.
that
You
on
just
my
would
end?
click on, so let's say it's on your channel, you just click on share and you share it to your channel. But
Cool.
again, you have all the videos. They're all going to be in a drive for you. You own the videos. I don't own them. You will own them, so you can put them on your own channel too.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And that was a service we thought about doing too, is that we just thought about building videos for social media. But then the issue comes with that is that people don't know the filters, or they don't have automated system to go in and post. Because actually, I don't know, I probably had for 3 months, I had a calendar and it pop up at certain times during the day, and I had to stop what I was doing and go and upload videos. I did this for probably a couple months. And then I was like, we have to get something built that
Right.
that will post all those across the board. Because like, let's say, I think it's Hero Post doesn't post maybe on TikTok. So we couldn't use this one because it didn't post on TikTok. So we had to build something that we were able to use for everything. And the APIs for those are not easy to get. So
Right.
yeah, it was, we use a sister program. So we have some that we built and some as a sister program, which actually this morning with Meta going down broke part of the system. So they're working on it right now, because I was like, I can't show it because it's not running right now. So yeah. Any other questions? We are going to end it in about 5 minutes. So don't want to be on more than an hour. So again, this is going to open on, I think it's on April 4th. It's the first day of spring training. If you're on my email list, if you're not, it's at hollystarks.com. And then I don't actually email out very often, so it will be on my Facebook too. But it's going to be a first come, first serve. So let's say that Randy wants to get 4 slots. He wants the Cleveland one, he wants Ohio, he wants the Chicago, and he wants New York. That's 4. He wants all 4 of those slots for a year. I'm just going to say year, but that's $1,000 for each one of them for a year. That's his slot. I'm not opening extra slots. It's 5 slots per, I don't know what we should call them, like little network does. I don't know. We got to think of a cool name for them, but yeah.
So that's something we can talk about over hanging out in SEO spring training, right? We can come up with the name of your whatever we're going to call these little networks or nodes or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So Just so, yeah, if anyone is considering going to SEO spring training, is this something that you're going to be going over during the Mastermind Tech Day, or tell me a little
Yeah.
bit about your what you're planning on doing for spring training
Yeah.
and how
Yeah.
people can
So
find that?
SEO Tech Day, which is on the Sunday, it's on the last day, is I might actually show more in depth about how we're creating them and that type of stuff. And we'll have more tests and stats and stuff like that. We'll talk a little bit more about um some of the filters that we have found that most people like. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos now that I don't do SEO. I don't have to watch SEO videos because this is what, like Ryan calls it, I'm a content creator, which just makes my mouth just let. But I actually watch the videos now. And so actually yesterday I was watching a video about a guy talking about warming up accounts on like TikTok and Instagram and how he warms them up. And I was laughing hysterically because I was like, the guy has no idea what he's talking about because he doesn't do it on a scale. Like we start off with 60 channels and we're uploading to those 60 channels every day. So we can see that filter really fast. And people are like, I want to go viral. I'm going to start a brand new channel. I'm going to go viral. Um we wanted to try to, everyone knows that SEO heist with Excel. So, we actually started a channel with Excel on these type of videos. And I'm not going to say who it was, but somebody contacted me and was like, after 4 videos, um, this lady went viral. And I was like, that's not reality. And B, she didn't do it organically either. I mean, she had bought ads. We're not doing that. We're doing this very cheaply for you guys to get the reputation management, to get the links, to get the power, but in a very safe way. It's not, you're not going to get millions of views in the first 4 days like that. Come on now. That's not reality. Now, I could buy that for you, but it's not going to do shit for you. You know,
Yeah.
we're not doing it that way. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'll talk about probably the filters that we've seen. Maybe some other stuff. Like we're doing a lot of stuff with KDP and coloring books and creating a lot of Etsy products. I have an Etsy store. And so we're doing a lot of AI. Like 95% of my company is AI now. I just have to touch every single piece and look at it to make sure that it meets the quality. So,
Nice, nice. And
yeah,
so discount codes for SEO spring training, yours is,
I don't know.
you don't know? I think it's
I don't
holiday
know, but you know
24
yours.
ish, but this isn't my show. So
You can put it on.
so yeah, either use I believe yours is Holly 24 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
And mine is it's my Twitter handle, which is Kato B Kato. So my last name, first initial, last name, 24. Um, in either one of those. So either way that you go, like spring training is going to be a really cool event. It really is kind of an all star lineup. Tech Day is going to be, I think they have all of us people that are doing some really advanced technical stuff. It is part of like their upgraded package, but it's worthwhile. There's a lot of the you know be it just the regular ticket or the upgraded ticket, uh, you're going to be able to find us at hanging out at the event. Pick our for I can speak to me at least, but come up to me, pick my brain. I absolutely love meeting people at those kind of events, but more so than anything, like SEO spring training is going to give you the opportunity to kind of understand what people are doing in a very real world, very practical application. And it's that those kind of events, if you're able to make them, they are worth their weight in gold. Like I said, I just got back from another event this last weekend, and the kinds of stuff that was shared there, just not even on during the presentations, but the networking after hours, as we like to say, the real conversations at the bar or hanging out outside of things. um, that's where you can pick up some real nuggets you
I
can
have,
actually
I
make
have such
lifelong
FOMO that I
connections.
wasn't able to attend it. I was on a
Yeah.
boat.
Well, the boat sounds fun. We were close to boats, we'll say. But
Yeah.
no, it was fantastic. The kinds of information, and I'm not at liberty to say all of the nuances. I can tell you there was one point where phones were put away. Phones were put down. All attention was on the presenter, and people were totally cool putting their phones down.
Yeah.
It was that good. So as you spring training, I fully anticipate on being an event just very similar to that, where you're going to have some very top level SEOs. You're going to have people that, for all intents and purposes, really know their shit. They're going to be on stage. You're going to have the chance to network and talk with them afterwards. And yeah, I would highly recommend the coupon. I believe it gives you $300 off ticket. At least last I checked.
I think
But
that ends though on Monday, or it
it
ends. Is it Monday?
in 1 week. Yep.
Yeah. So
So
yeah, if you're gonna go, you need to buy your ticket right away. And if any of the coupons, like if Holly 24 doesn't work, just message like Terry Samuels or Elizabeth Samuels, and they'll give you one that's working.
yeah.
Come here, Chloe. Danny's asked reputation management or more branding or both. Yeah, both, Danny. You can use it for reputation management and branding. And then Dan asked, will you promise not to shrink our heads if you see something, a niche you like? All fair in one world. Yeah, I always say don't tell me your niches, but I have not actually gone after anyone's niche in several years, to be honest. I'm a little too busy doing my own shit. So there is something that I did build for somebody in January, and it was a really intriguing niche. And I had a lot of fun building it for him. And he didn't know that I built it. And I showed up at the conference I was presenting. It was a mastermind, not a conference. And I built it for him. I had a coloring book, I had videos, I had quizzes. I had show and tell. I love show and tell because I can come and bring the book and hand it to him. He did not have a clue that I built it. And I built everything for him and I just presented it to him and I was like, I already built it for you. Like you already have traffic coming. And I really had fun building it because it wasn't a niche that I was used to. So I do like to do that. And if he would have been like, if you want to go half in on it, that would have been fine with me. But I mean, I haven't done that in a long time, several years that I haven't tried, taking a niche that, I don't know. I just get a little bit too busy. So yeah, if you're worried about it, just make me sign something and I'm fine with it. Any other questions? Come here, Chloe. Come here. Do you want to say hi? No, she doesn't want to say hi. She's staring at me like, are you talking to me? Yeah, so look out for an email on April 4th. I might, send something the week before just to give you a heads up. Watch my social media. If you want something specifically built and you're going to already sign up, message me so that I can start building it now because we want to have a 30 days ahead of you guys. So Randy, I think he gave me 5 cities already to make sure that I had those cities. Let me scroll up. LA, NYC, Miami, Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago. I'm going to screenshot that so that I have that. Okay. And I don't have a link. No, I don't even. The only thing that I do actually have on my store is that you can do what like Brian did, got it in on an early offer that will build it for you. It's a 3-month contract. We'll build it for you. and it's yours to use however you want. That's on my store, which is store.hollystarks.com. So this, yeah, Dan, you can email me. That's fine. But if you want something specifically built to do this in a rental, you need to let me know right now. Because I am making accounts right now. So, and yeah, I'm not going to tell you this. So I was just about to say something, but Instagram's a little bit snickery. So I have certain dates I have to watch, but I have to start building them. Yeah. So, any other questions?
No, not seeing anything in there.
Yeah, I think we're good. Again, any questions, just let me know. Hit me up on Facebook. You can email me. And thank you very much for coming on, Brian.
Yeah, sorry, ran a little late getting in, but yeah, I'm looking forward to again connecting with you out at spring training. And the yeah, if anyone's hesitant on this, I like Holly mentioned, I personally subscribed to this a little while back, and it's, you know, I've seen the videos that she's put out. They're fantastic. The quote videos are awesome, and yeah, like I would jump on board as soon as you guys can. I was kicking myself I didn't get in on that, but hey, got in on the next round and super glad I did. So
okay. Everyone have a good weekend and watch our Facebooks. Bye.
take care.